NXT Women's Championship match. NXT TAKEOVER London is going to be Bayley going up against Nia Jax. This is probably going to be Bayley's one of the toughest challenges since becoming the NXT Women's Championship. Definitely out of winning the championship and getting her win over Sasha Banks in the Iron Man match. Everyone thought that the stiffest competition that Bayley was going to face was going to be Eva Marie. The women's division basically had been stripped, and Bayley was left as the queen bee, as Sasha Banks, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch all went up to the main roster, leaving her down there, basically with Bayley's skill level being here, and everybody else is being way down here. Eva Marie, coming off the success of Total Divas and things like that, everyone thought was going to be a guaranteed hit in NXT, pushing her up to the main roster and making her yet a big wrestling star. Definitely something they thought was going to happen when they signed this girl years and years ago. On Breaking Ground, they said that Eva Marie asked to be sent down to developmental for the fact that she wanted to be a better wrestler. She didn't want to be a joke. She didn't want to be basically the person that everyone laughed at inside of WWE. Everyone can remember her wrestling debut at Survivor Series. It was not good. But the match that they set up on WWE NXT television, honestly, in my opinion, was the match of the year. Eva Marie versus Bayley, from the beginning of that show all the way to the conclusion of the main event, was one of the best put together television shows that WWE has done in a long time. I don't care if it wasn't a pay-per-view, it was only an episode of television. Everyone thought the screw job was in, whether if it was Michael Cole being there at the beginning of the show, whether if it was Charles Robinson, the WWE. I don't know if he's the head referee or what his position is, but being there, he's a guy that's done a lot of WrestleMania matches. He did the big run-in, come running down to the ring to save the day at WrestleMania, and that's what I thought of when I watched Jurassic World and the Raptor came running in at the end to make the save. I thought of Charles Robinson running down the aisle. I think that was WrestleMania 19 is when he did that big run down the aisle to save the day. But, the whole thing looked like the fix was in. Bayley came down to the ring, and then as our girl was making her entrance, Nia Jax came out as sort of like the insurance policy to go down to the ring with Eva Marie, and everybody was like, whoa, this was not what we signed up for. And referee bump after referee bump, Nia Jax pulling Eva Marie out of the ring to save the day. I thought that it was honestly one of the best put together episodes of NXT that they've ever done. It was really good. Once it's all said and done, you definitely have Nia Jax becoming the #1 contender to go after Bayley. She's the biggest girl in the yard. She's been beating up competition left and right. She threw Bayley through a door. This is going to be a fight, and this is going to be probably the toughest fight of Bayley's career. I think that honestly, I'm picking Bayley to get the win in this match because honestly, if Nia Jax gets the win here, it's definitely going to be people saying that Bayley is moving up to the main roster, and I don't know if that's going to happen this soon. I think that honestly, they got a lot of girls up there, and I think they're fine with what they have. The reason why Samoa Joe and James Storm are in NXT, and it looks like they're in NXT to stay, is for the fact that they need to base a brand of people that people know. If people are, winning championships, defending them, and then once they lose, being shipped off to the main roster, it's going to be hard for NXT to plan shows like this. They came to Sacramento for Aftershock. They were in Louisville. They were in Nashville. They're in England now doing a whole UK tour. You have to have people who people know so you can put people on posters and people are going to care about. If you just keep on producing people and shipping them up to the main roster, you're not going to have a roster of people that they know. So I'm going to take Bayley in the upset win over Nia Jax, and we'll see where we go from here.